Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know what today is? Monday morning chats for Sack. Sack is me. I hope that you guys had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. It was pretty cool. We got a chance to celebrate my baby sister. She's going to college, and I feel so old. What else I do? Got a chance to hang out with a sorority sister that I didn't see in some years. I met her when I was in law school, and so that was cool to just like really catch up and just talk about life. So that conversation, it will be the premise of today's discussion. And got a chance to hang out with some friends that I didn't see in a minute, and of course eat, but still be mindful of what I eat because I'm trying to stay in shape. But I got a chance to run into one of my good girlfriends I didn't see like pre-COVID. And I found out that she goes to my church. And I found out that we both are leaders. So that was pretty dope. And she's like, listen, let's go to brunch after service. And I was like, yes, Lord knows I love a good brunch. So that was just really good. And the one thing that we're talking about, like we had a conversation in like the church parking lot, the importance of like dating yourself too. Like, do you take yourself out? Like, do you spend quality time with yourself? It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not, but like, do you really spend time with yourself? And I was like, girl, yes, I spend time with myself. I treat myself to nice things. I do nice things for me. It doesn't matter if I have someone with me or not, but I like to do nice things for myself. I think that's important because I don't want to have this expectation of people waiting for people to do something for me. No, if I really want to do it, I'm going to do it. And speaking of that, I'm planning my birthday celebration, and I'm really big on birthdays only because when you have a life scare, like a life or death scare, it makes you look at life a little differently. And so this is August, so happy August. And August is a month that I'll never forget because 6 years ago, August, I think I want to say the 21st, I found out that I had a pulmonary embolism. And for those that don't know, it is a large blood clot that's in one of your deep veins, and it travels to your lung. And if it's not treated, it can travel to your heart and you can die. And I thought I didn't need medical treatment, but my mother did. My leg was swelled, and she was like, you need to go to the hospital. Went there, found out that I had a pulmonary embolism. I thought I was going to be there for one day. I hate hospitals. Stayed there for 5 days. And so when you go through things, I can only speak for myself. Like when you go through things in life, it makes you look at life a little differently. So from that, moving forward, I was like, you know what? I want to make sure I have fun on my birthdays, like a lot of fun. But then I realized that I don't need a big celebration, right? I don't need a whole lot of people. I just want to be around people that loves me and I love them, and we're able to celebrate together. Last week, I got a chance. Well, the last 2 weeks, I've been like reaching out to some of my aunts, just doing a random aunt check-in. And I told one of my aunts, like, hey, next year will be 10 years since I graduated from law school. And that went by extremely fast. And she said, you should do something. And I never thought about it. And she said, but don't wait for someone to celebrate you. Like, if you want to do something by yourself, do it. And so if you're listening to this, like, make sure you do something that's good for your soul. Whether it's you by yourself or maybe you're with a group of people. But I've learned as I got older, I don't need a whole lot of people. I just want to be around good people. And that's pretty much what I said last week. You know, what did I need in my life? What I need in my life is good people. People that I trust, right? That's what I need. But if I had to label this for today's discussion, it will be what's important to you. And so my soror, I went to law school in January 2010. And that's when I started law school. And I got it. Anytime I go to a new area, I always try to see where my local sorority sisters are at. They've been really helpful. So when I went to Lansing, Michigan, I reached out to the sorors that are from Michigan State. Michigan State was not too far from where I lived at. And they were so helpful, so supportive during my time there. But I still kept in touch with those sorors after I left Michigan. And one soror in particular, like we always like keep in contact with each other. And so when she comes to town, we go out for dinner. And, we're just catching up. We're talking about politics. She's a elected politician in her city. Just talking about just life and, the things that matter, the things that's important to us. And I told her, I said, you know what? Like, I was telling her about the different transitions that I had for the last 2 years. And I said, honestly, the thing that's most important to me is my peace. My peace of mind, just clarity, just peace. And I told her, I said, that's something that I'll pay for. Like, I will pay the highest amount to have peace. To wake up knowing that, hey, I'm okay. To wake up knowing that, hey, I don't have a headache going to my job. And matter of fact, I find myself when I drive to work and I'm in front of the law school building, I get excited. I'm like, I have an idea of what my task would be for today, but I'm just excited to be there. Like, I'm excited to be there. So peace is everything. I can't even explain it. Like, it's everything. And my name is known for Lady of Peace and Tranquility. And so that's the main thing that I think is just super important, is just having peace within yourself, knowing that everything is okay, everything will be okay. Everything doesn't have to be perfect for your life to be amazing. Like, there's some things that I want done in my life, things I want done to my house, things I want done in my professional life, but I know that it's not going to happen all today. I wish, but life happens, right? Things are not linear, right? It takes steps, right? Steps. But peace, that is everything for me. Peace is everything. And whoever's listening to this, like, if you don't have peace, I pray that you find it. And how do I know that I had peace? I just think about today, right? Think about today. Now, don't get me wrong. I could be an overthinker. So sometimes I think about, oh, crap, what I'm going to do next week? What I'm going to do 2 weeks from now? What I'm going to do for a month? What I'm going to do for tomorrow? And then I had to backtrack and say, you know what? I'm going to just focus on today. What do I need today? What can I control today? If I had to recap July, July was a good month. It was a good month. It was a transitioning period for me, leaving one job, going to another job. And June and July, I'll be honest with you, it was a lot for me. Mainly June, it was a lot. But going into July, it was just like a transition, and I just felt like the worry just coming off of me. Like, okay. And it wasn't that something that someone done, but it was just a matter of like, dang, I gotta get this work done. I run a business, and then, dealing with people can be a lot. But July was different, right? It was cool. And with this new job, my close friends, they celebrated the hell out of me. And they're still not done. That's the crazy thing. But I was celebrated. The month of July. Like, I was celebrated, and it felt amazing. It also felt amazing not to host any barbecues. Like, if you know me, I'm the hostess with the mostest, and it felt good to just get invited to places, right? Because when you are a host, I can only speak for myself, I'm making sure that everybody's okay. I'm like cleaning, because I just feel like when people come to my house or people go to other people's house, they don't treat it like their own house. So they leave stuff all around. And I'm like, you're 30-something years old. Why are you leaving this soda can on the floor? Like, just throw that in the recycle bin, right? But I found myself like, hosting, and I love to make sure everybody's good. I love to cook for people. I love to cook for my family. And it felt good this year. I had one event in my house. But it felt good not to host like a barbecue. And no, I'm not doing anything for Labor Day. I will be a guest at somebody's cookout, but yeah, I'm not hosting. But it felt good to just like be invited, right? It felt good to just be invited and go to someone else's residence for a good time. Because I like to play spades. I like to play card games at cookouts. But it's hard when you're hosting and people are asking you questions like, hey, where's the restaurant at? Hey, where's this and where's that? So I'm going to tell you, it felt great. It felt amazing. And I don't know if it's about like the facial products I use, but this glow that I have, like I don't have any makeup on and it feels good. It's causing me to win. So it's good. It's really good. And so I really believe that how you feel on the inside will show on the outside. So this glow is showing you that I feel good on the inside. I really do. But July, if I had to, it was a good month. But if I had to really talk about July, it would really be about like, yo, I really can forgive. And it's one thing to say you forgive somebody, right? Someone that maybe they did something to you that you did not like. But it's another thing to see them, right? And so it's easy to say, hey, I forgive this person. How do you really know? I think how you really know is one, whatever they have done doesn't bother you no more. And then two, the second test is when you are around them, how do you feel? And God allowed that to happen. Allowed me to be around somebody and I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel no hurt. I didn't think about what happened in the past. I was just looking at today. And that was a good feeling because sometimes that's hard, right? That's hard when you know someone hurt you or someone did something to you that you didn't like, and then you had to be confronted with them. And it's easy to just like turn the side eye, but it's another thing to just be an adult. Say hello, don't be rude, don't be nasty, because it doesn't get you anywhere, right? So July was, hey, I can forgive, right? I can forgive. Two, really speaking my piece about some things, right? Just speaking my piece. Boundaries are intact for sure. Just speaking my piece and saying, hey, like, these are the things I want to let in my life. Like I wrote down in my prayer closet, like, hey God, these are the things I want to welcome into my life, but these are the things that I don't think it's a good fit for my life. And that's absolutely okay. Like someone tried to make me feel bad because I said, hey, this is not a good fit for me, or hey, this is not what I want. And I can be vocal about that, and I can be respectful of how I say it. But it's a matter of like, hey God, like, hey, these are the things that I don't want, but these are the things I do want, and I welcome all the good things into my life. So that's what July was about, and being celebrated a lot, just like really being celebrated, and that felt great. Like Twitter was popping, my Twitter timeline was popping because my school shouted me out. Like even if I decided not to write about anything that I'm doing in my career or just in personal life, my school's going to do it. Like they're going to do it. I just found a post that they posted about me in February. This is even before I came on board. But yeah, July was about just really forgiveness and just moving things out that doesn't serve me and allowing things in. And then August is about just waiting to receive the blessings that you pray for. I believe in manifestation. I believe in prayer. I believe that you can get the things that you want. And I just feel like this is a time where, hey, I want to get those. My aunt looked at me the other day. She said, this is your season. This is your season. Like she just said it. She said, this is your season. She said, you're healthy. You lost weight. You look good. I could tell that you feel good. This is your season. My girlfriend said the same thing to me, like, you look really good. She's like, I could tell like you're just really focused on you. And honestly, this has been a me season, right? This has been a me season for me. I want to say the end of January, after I completed my Daniel's fast. I was like, let me just focus on me. Like, what makes Sakina happy? Like, I know the things that make me happy, but I want to really focus on those things. Like, really, really, really focus on those things. And I found myself, like, going out a lot more. Like, it'd be sometimes where I'm like, hey, I want to do this. And I'm not going to wait for anybody. Like, really focus on the things that I wanted. And so, hired a personal trainer, kept off over 20 pounds, went to, like, paid for golf lessons. I still got 2 more lessons I need to complete. And I've been slacking with golf. Like, golf is so addictive and it's so much fun. I just need to put that on my calendar so that way I can be consistent. Because I am playing in tournaments next year. Like, that is the goal. Like, I am playing in tournaments next year. I'm claiming it. But yeah, it's a me season. Like, just really focusing on the things that I want, the things that make me happy, getting things in place for me. Like, got my house painted. Like, that was good. Like, fixed up my home office. Now it's time for me to decorate. Like, making sure that I'm consistent with everything. Like, even working out, just consistent. Like, buying, like, well, I had to buy, like, a lot of new clothes because I can't fit half of the stuff that I did have. But yeah, it's been a me season. And then part of that me season is, like, what's important to me is peace, right? It's really peace and just making sure that I'm not around things or people that's going to allow me to react and knowing how to control that. But I will say in closing that July was what I needed. Everything that happened in July, it was what I needed. I've learned that just because you close a chapter in your life, it could be personal, it could be professional, that doesn't mean that it's goodbye, right? I closed a chapter in my professional life and still cool with those people. It's just that I'm just no longer there, right? I closed chapters with people I thought that was my friends, but just because I closed a chapter or I said, hey, this is something that I can't accept, doesn't mean that I don't care. And it doesn't mean that I hate the person. It doesn't mean that I don't wish them well. It's just a matter of, I've learned that timing is really big. You can meet people, you meet the right people at the wrong time. It could be friendships. You know, friendships have up and downs. Just in life, people have up and downs. And I've learned that, you know, closing that chapter, that just means like, hey, when you close a chapter, that means that you have boundaries in place. And that just means that, hey, someone's overstepping the boundary. And if you don't speak up, that's telling that person that it's accepted. And so July, I had to tell folks like, hey, this is not acceptable for me. This is unacceptable at all. And so July was the month that I needed. I think healing is a continuous process. It's not linear. So I'm going to always make the decision to heal. I'm going to always make the choice to forgive. I'm going to always make the choice to love. And I'm going to always make the choice to welcome in love, healthy love. Most importantly, like, love myself. Like, that's important. But yeah, this me season and what's important to me right now is focus on the things that I really love. And speaking of love, I love massages. I love spa days. So I'm definitely going to look up, make an appointment to do my next spa. So that is something that I want to make sure I do on a continuous basis. The last time I went to the spa, it was the end of May. So I'm kind of slacking. So I need to go again. But yeah, peace is important to me. That is by far important. So you want to figure out, like, what's important to you, right? What's important to you? Everybody has their own perspective of what's important, but peace is important and happiness is important. And I want to make sure that how I feel on the inside, I want to make sure that it shows. So if I'm feeling good on the inside, I want to make sure it shows on the outside. Like, I want to make sure that it really shows. And so right now, I have peace. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I mean, I have an idea what I'm going to make for dinner, but I don't know what's going to happen for tomorrow. I have an idea what's going to happen for the weekend because it's on my calendar. Yeah, so if it's not on my calendar, I will forget. That's one thing that I've learned. Like, hey, like last Saturday, like I had so many events to go to. I was like, okay, Sakina, focus. Because outside is expensive and gas is expensive, so focus. Like, what do you want to do? You don't have to go to everything. Because my friend used to call me overbooked. Like, Sakina, you overbooked. Like, you got all this stuff going on. So I'm like learning how to be like, focus, baby, focus. So yeah, so peace is important to me. I don't know what's important to you, but that's important to me. But this is August, like August 1st, so happy August. So I do pray that this month is filled with love. I pray that this month is filled with joy, peace, and happiness, calmness, clarity. And I just hope that you're able to get everything that you want and everything that you pray for because you deserve it. So I pray that you welcome in all the positivity. I pray that you welcome in all the great things that you want, because you can really get what you ask for. Like if you really want it, like you can really get it. The question is, are you ready to receive it? And so everything that I pray for, I'm ready to receive it. Like everything that I pray for, I am ready to receive it. So this is a Monday, so I want to give a shout out to all the dope men out there. Like, you are amazing, you are great, you are phenomenal. And I pray that this August is your month, whatever that may mean to you. Like, I pray that this is your month, this is your season. And I just pray that, like, you continue to do dope things and just know that you're awesome. And I pray that you get peace. If you don't have it, I pray that you get it. And I pray that if you do have it, I pray that you make sure that you keep it, because it is so expensive. But that's all I have, guys. And again, happy Monday, happy August. This is going to be a great month for everybody. So if you're watching this, you're going to have a great, fantastic month. I'm claiming it. Bye.